Greetings, sir and Streds, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix. In today's episode, we won't be doing anything with the robot you see in front of us. It seems to be a trend I'm going with at the moment, to show you something and then walk away from it. But this is what's happened to the flycatcher. A few people did ask what actually happened to it as it vanished from the face of the world. Well, I've been messing around with it. I played a few games with it and I've upgraded it to tier 7. And I was hoping at some point I'll be able to do a boss battle with it, but it's still locked. Boss battles are still down as of today. Today is the 16th of October, because they're being streamlined, so the queues won't be 24 hours, whatever they was, and in fact will be just a couple of hours, which would be quite nice. Yeah, I was hoping to do one of those today, in fact. I wanted to play a boss battle. I didn't really care if this thing failed terribly. I just really wanted to show you a boss battle. I've been in one. It was really, really fun. How they did it is wonderful. So what's the point of this then? Well, it's now called Scorpy. It'll be called the Flycatcher again soon enough. And the whole point is it's a bit of a chunkier version of the old Flycatcher when it had SMGs, and they're placed in a bit of a better position so it can actually fire forwards without huge issues, and upwards with relative ease. It's still fairly fragile, it's not thick enough, and as I said before, I don't really like shields, so I haven't really got many to use. I do have these lovely big ones, which I will probably be using on the back at some point. But what are we doing today then, I hear you wonder silently? Well, as I've said before, the whole point of this series, in my eyes, is to make a decent, fun robot in every single tier. So we have the midge in tier 3, and the flank in tier 4. We do have Blib here in tier 1, but this will be changed at some point. Today, however, I want to go down into tier 2, but I have no space for a tier 2 robot, and I really do want to keep Blib because I have a fair few friends who like to play with tier 1 with me, and at the moment this is the only tier 1 I have. Also, making this solid again takes a long time to rebuild, so we're going to actually buy a new bay. The one thing which is going to annoy me is the fact that these will never be in the correct order now, because it's 3, 4, 1, 6, 7, 2 it's going to be, so that's a bit weird. There's a load of robot. So what do I want to do with my tier 2 robot? That's a big question. Now, I've been thinking about this, and there's two possible things I'd want to do. You see, Blib, that lovely lump of blocks in tier 1, is indeed meant to be a lump of blocks. Also, I've just realised already that the chat is being very douchey, so let's turn off chat again and let's become more dapper, more sir-like, we can be friendly. So in tier 2, I'm either going to have a huge robot, as big as I can, mostly of white blocks, maybe a few brown and green on very vulnerable areas, or, here's a big or, I'm going to take a tiny little racer with not a higher tier gun per se, but I want it to be sleek and small, because I've never really had a small robot. As you can probably tell, of the midge, I tend to go with very big designs. I prefer big to small. What on earth happened there? Yes, all the okay, I didn't actually do that, so that must be a game thing. Maybe they changed how tier 3s rest or something. I'll have to replace those guns later. But regardless, yes, back to what we was doing with what's currently called Robo 6, and I'll change later on. I want to do something with this interesting. So either going to be huge or tiny and adorable. I'll probably mess around with both in practice mode. We'll decide together, even though I can't hear what you're saying until the end. That's a nice pattern it's made. And then we'll probably get into a practice game or two with real people to kill. So back in a second with some progress. And welcome back. As you can probably tell, we've gone for the small design first. This little thing I'll probably call the pill if I actually keep it. It's basically very small. That's all I've really went for. Tier 1 and wheels, and tier, I believe, 4 armor blocks, or is it tier 3? I think it could be tier 3. I'm not quite sure what the tier is, but you know it by the colour, and I know where it is on the kind of ladder. On top, we have a tier 5 SMG, and that's what makes it special. I think the idea of this little robot is to be a pesky little nuisance mosquito thing, hide up somewhere nice and safe, and plink away at things at mid-range. And I think, excuse me, and I think that this map is a perfect example. Because how many times do you end up getting plinked off by someone hiding behind these rocks? Or even better, the rocks over there. I hate the practice mode lag. Anyway, so as you can see, it does a lot of damage to tier 1. Remember, we are only in tier 2. So I think the point of this is to kind of plink off key structures of anything coming my way, but die almost instantly in extreme close range. But I am extremely nippy as well, so similar to the midge, getting away should be fairly easy, as I should be able to outpace a lot of robots because of my, well, I'm just very light. So even though I haven't got particularly powerful wheels, I am going very quickly. Oddly enough, I'm not that liable to flip. I do have a few heavy blocks underneath, and unless I do a full turn at full speed for a long time, let's see if we can do it. There you go. I won't really flip. So as long as I'm paying even some attention, it's okay. I can't afford an alignment rectifier. Regardless then, let's get into a proper game, see how it does, and then we'll try and design something a little bit bigger, unless I absolutely fall in love with this in the first game. Always possible. Back in a second. And here we are, and of course we are on the cursed map. The map we are cursed to play every single time. And we do indeed have a floater in tier 2. I forgot that was even possible. So at least now I know to look upwards when I'm going. This map seems to be the map we're going to practice all robots on. Every time I make a new robot, this is the map it sends me to. Perhaps it's like a training ground for new robots to be damned or successed. Successed? Or to be praised. I don't know words. Hello? Let's see if we can pick off some shots again. We are designed for this. We're meant to be... I can't actually see... I can see you. If you stop... Yeah! 1,000 damage. That was a big percentage of his health just gone. Same again. This one's a lot better armoured than the first one. They're trying to fire at me, but they don't understand that holding down fire is a terrible idea. There are things coming up to our front though, but we have done significant damage to both of these. Our allies should be able to pick them off with no issue. If I can actually hit that one, but he's kind of behind a ridge. Okay, we've got a bead on him. Let's see if we can finish him off. No, we are being hit as well. We got a kill. Excellent. That's a good start. A good start is with a kill. Generally not when I'm being killed, however. Hello, please move. Oh, there's a little hover there. I could probably get a shot off if he gets further. No, I was waiting for it, but it never happened. There's an enemy over there shooting us, but I can't see him. There's also apparently a plasma. Oh, there they are. Okay. Nice chunk of damage there. I do love the fact that it's a big chunk of damage when I do hit, even if I hit very slowly. Excuse me, sir. Thank you for taking care of him, my ally. And we'll go and hunt him down. The coward has fled from our collective might. I haven't actually took any... Oh, no, I have lost one block on the back. I've got a gaping rear. Okay, let's see. Where did he go to? He went this way, so I assume he's fighting with that chap there. Excellent! Got him right in the middle. Blew him up. Let's go and capture the base. I must say, I am very impressed by this robot's damage. Oh, God, now I die. As I said before, I will fail in close quarters, because I can't volley fire. I can't just hold down the gun. I haven't got any guns to hold down. However, if I can get away... Oh, no, I'm stuck. Let's see if I can get revenge upon the fellow who hit me. No, my gun's facing the wrong way. No, it's not anymore. Goodbye, sir. Revenge is sweet. Sadly, if he's dumb and comes close enough, I will be able to hit him. However, he does seem to be a bit more intelligent than the last chap. No, I take that back. Oh, one last hit. Darn you, brown armoured person with only tier 1 SMGs. That explains why it took him so long. That was actually fairly enjoyable. I did like that. Will we keep the bean? Who knows? Back in a second with maybe another practice match. Maybe I'll create the next robot. I don't know. Hallelujah, a different map. It's not snowy and it's back being deserty. My favourite. I'm going to go over there to the generic place everyone always goes to try and do cheap pot shots at the poor passers-by. Because I am cheap. I am not a person who will rise above the common areas. I will go there and be normal. However, I'm just hoping... I think I just heard explosions. I'm fairly certain there's probably a plasma aiming in this location. There's generally someone there first. Okay, what are you? I don't know what they are. Doesn't help. Very small. Plasma tank and a... rail tank. No. No. Even I do have something in my throat. I'm still a little bit ill. I'm not going first. These two can. If I go there, that rail will tear me apart. I won't be able to take one hit from that rail, and that plasma probably not much more. I'll probably get a pot shot at the plasma now the rail's gone though. Oh, there's one over there as well. He strikes some hiding. So of course we punish him for this sneaky behaviour. And he falls to his death. Excellent. Even though he doesn't actually die, you know what I mean. He falls to the worst location. And let's take some pot shots at the rail. Hopefully I can get its gun. I can see its gun, but I can't aim at it properly. The other plasma's very mad at us, understandably. but that railgun is quite badly damaged. It seems that his armour is a lot better than the standards. He's basically got my level of armour. And I do steal the kill for the plasma. I'm very sorry. He was shooting at us though. I couldn't just wait. Ooh, I ran into his beam. That's a good idea. Oh, I do hate rails. There's a certain fear, isn't there, when the red beam of death aims at you. He seems to be having quite difficulty aiming, considering we are standing still. Excellent, 2 dead. This is why I do prefer SMGs to railguns. I like the versatility, but I'm not a huge fan of one-shot kills, generally speaking, as I find it's quite a dull mode of combat. What or who are these guys after? Oh, there's a fella there. I'll help out. Was that the plasma from earlier? It seems like he has blue armour. Aha! I stole the kill again. I am the kill stealer. Excellent. Let's see if we can cap the base then. So this has been quite a good run for the little pill. I think it's going to be a very difficult challenge for the bigger robot to beat this. In fact, I might not even do it after these performances. I'm not certain. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll make it another video. Who knows? Now I think about it, what tiers do I not have built yet? I don't have a tier 5. My tier 6 will eventually become a tier 7. My tier 7 will stay as a tier 7. So I really have a tier 5 and a tier 6 vacancy. A large, very large robot will probably not do too well in the higher tiers, where it has a bit more leeway in the lower tiers. So I'm not certain what to do. I do love this little thing. It's so nippy and evil. Is there any enemies up there? Just trying to look at all the usual spots. It doesn't seem like it. Aha! An enemy! Ah, close range enemy! I don't like you. I'm trying to shoot your guns off and I'm doing a very poor job at it. And I'm dead. Yes, indeed, this robot does have a huge issue when it comes to close range. That's a very weirdly designed robot. Why are the guns at the back? Oh, they're the front. Okay, it's turned round. Fair enough. I'm not going to say anything. Well, it does seem like my place really is hidden behind a rock doing plinking, because every time I do hit, the damage is rather catastrophic, but I can't bring the DPS to bear when it's closer range. So perhaps a bit of a brawler would be next then. So back in a second, in the practice mode, I will be designing a new robot, and we'll be pitting it off against the pill. And we are back with the second contender, the second design, which I'm not actually 100% happy with. This is Tonk, T-O-N-K. The idea of Tonk here was to be the wheels are extremely well protected, as is the passenger seat, the driver's seat, which actually is a lot lower than you might expect. It's pretty much touching the ground. So if you took off the top half of the main block, it would still be very much alive. In terms of weaponry, I've changed the tier 5 into 3 tier 4s. So technically the DPS is a lot higher, as you'll probably see in a second when I fire away at Gary here. As you can see, rips apart tier 1s without much difficulty at all, every shot doing a huge chunk of damage. The only issue is, of course, now the shots are weaker each, so mid to long range, a little bit weaker, but not by much. So it's a bit of a trade-off, shorter range efficiency versus long range efficiency. This is kind of like the halfway nice medium point, at least in my opinion. I'm not sure on the design just yet. I'm not 100% taken on the look of it, so if I do decide to keep this one, I will be redesigning it in the future a couple of times most likely, but this is the general concept. Also, apparently I forgot to turn off Steam. Thank you for that reminder. So yeah, back in a second with a proper game with Tonk. So Tonk versus Pill. Who wins? You decide. And we are back, and the curse has been lifted. Our first try with the Tonk, and it is this lovely open map. That is wonderful, wonderful indeed. So now I just need to figure out how the hell I'm going to be playing this robot. I feel that it can probably do quite a lot in close range because it's got a lot like auto fire. Holding down the button is quite good, but I still feel that being at mid range, long range will probably be better for it because gun beds are going to tear it apart. Even with the extra armor, but we should survive it a bit better. Also at long range we can shoot a little bit faster than the pill and still sustain some accuracy. Okay, let's try and get that floater out of the sky, hover. Yeah, the damage is much lower than the pill, I'll admit that much. However, we have successfully flipped that poor hovercraft, so we can ignore that for the time being and focus on more immediate threats. Wow, there's a huge difference between the tier 4 and the tier 5 SMG. Certainly makes me a lot weaker at long range, because I can't quite do the big punishing damage per shot. But I am shooting a lot faster, which is making up for my inaccuracy. I did quite a bit of damage, actually, from this range. That's nice. Okay, about you there, sir. See if we can get him over the thing. Can't quite tell if I'm not hitting him because I'm hitting the thing, or I'm not hitting him because I'm missing. There we go, did a lot of damage there. So we can still cut through armor quite well. Some enemies have gone into the middle. So if we turn... Oh, God, as soon as we turn around, we got ambushed. Okay, let's get him as he comes round. Let's try out our close quarters combat a little bit, just to see how well we do. Nope, he is gone. I didn't get the kill for that, but I certainly feel like I deserved it. He is pretty much down and out of this fight. His wheels are broken, etc, etc. Let's see if we can just finish him off, shall we? Let's edge up forward and put him out. Oh, someone else got... Oh, you cheeky little... Oh, no, we did get the kill. You're not a cheeky little bugger. I forgive you. I did... Oh, dear God. I did forget to put heavy blocks on the bottom of this craft, so ignore the sliding around when I try and turn. That was me forgetting. Yeah, so... We definitely took the damage better than the pill from that machine gun fire, but that's it. Yeah, there's some serious server stability issues today. That is very hard to say with someone from a stammer. It's actually on the forum. It's something to do with them fixing the boss battles or something like that. So let's go and help Cap then. I can still hear the capping noise spot, isn't it? Ooh! Thank you for the warning. Oh, was that airborne? Yes, it is. Hello, you cheeky little bugger. Let's see if we can take him out then for the good of the land. Oh, that was a nice hit. I saw a huge chunk of him come off. There he is. Ow, that hurt, but not too much. Goodbye, sir. That actually... Oh, wow. Our wheels completely survived the hit, and that was a pretty direct hit. Oh, there's another enemy over here, however, so this might be our end. But I am going to suicide into it regardless. Oh, no, we're going to get another kill. Excellent. I feel quite mean for that, but yeah. Well, and the FPS issues are also being caused by the server instability. This is a bad time to record, but that was quite nice. So we've learnt we can definitely take damage better than the pill. So this is a bit more of a jack of all trades robot. Again, I will change how it looks if I choose this. Also, we're lagging like hell. I think I'm going to just skip here back to the mothership. It's fairly obvious we're not going to win this, and I can't get over there in time. So back in a second for a little recap. Okay, we're back. Sadly, I did actually just try and record another match, despite saying I was going to recap instantly. But everyone got disconnected, so I thought, okay, I'll do another match. Everyone got disconnected. It turns out the server instability issues are going mental, and currently, if you try and join a game, you will see 0 servers available. It turns out the lovely fellows at Robocraft are indeed patching the game currently in the background, and have managed to inadvertently destroy the servers. Which explained the extreme lag during the last match. Regardless, Cernsvez, I hope you've enjoyed, and please tell me which one you preferred, at least the style, not necessarily the robots themselves. The Tonk, the bigger craft with more guns, possibly even going into tier 3 guns, having 5 of them rather than 3 tier 4s, not 100% sure, but focusing more on being able to survive in more conditions, or the pill, a tiny little craft with a very strong SMG for long range, medium range, kind of picking things off with a big wallop. Oh, and speaking of wallop, actually no, not speaking of wallop in any way, shape or form, Cernsvez, if you would be so kind to give me a like and a comment below, it would be absolutely amazing, and there is a reason more so than me just whoring likes. Yes, indeed, I have started university this week, complete full-time, and I am doing 38 hours a week at university, and that's not including travel time. So I have very, very little time to record, so I'm having to decide what to keep on and what to stop recording. So if you do enjoy Robocraft, please comment and like below. The more of that I kind of get, the more indication I know you actually like the series. It's the only real way for me to know. So yeah, it does sound a bit kind of whorish, doesn't it? Like the video, please. But regardless, thank you for watching, Cernsvez. Hope you have a nice day, a nice week, a nice month, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.